Hey everyone, I'm so glad to see you. My name is Aaron and I'm the brother of Moses. Just like I heard yesterday in the incredible story about the burning bush, God had a plan for Moses and the Israelites. He wanted Moses to go and set the people of Israel free from the Egyptian rule. Now, Moses was a little scared and afraid because he didn't know if he could do it by himself. That's where I came in. Sometimes it's just better to have a companion, or in this case, a brother, alongside to help you. Well, there's another catch too. On top of having to go and set free the Israelites and let them know about this great plan, we had to talk to Pharaoh and we had to convince him to let the Israelites go. Well, who's Pharaoh? Pharaoh is the king of Egypt, and he thought he was a god, but he most certainly was not. There's only one God, and that is the great I am, Jesus. So we packed up our bags and we moved to Egypt. We began spreading the word about God's great plan to set free the Israelites. Pharaoh heard, and he was not happy. He made times really, really tough for all the Israelites. He increased their labor and made their hours a lot longer. When this started to happen, most of the Israelites started to doubt God's plan for them. They didn't believe it anymore. Because of this, God instructed Moses and I to go before Pharaoh and tell him the following. Thus says the Lord, let my people go into the wilderness and hold a feast for me and worship me. Pharaoh doesn't believe. He doesn't believe in God. He thinks he is the only God. So he says, who is this God that I shall obey and set my people free? Because he doesn't believe, the people aren't allowed to go, and God is not happy about this decision. He is going to show Pharaoh just how powerful the great I am is. So over that year, many, many plagues go across Egypt. Here's a few examples of them. Thousands and thousands of insects, gnats, and other bugs went all over the Egyptian land. It was in your food, it was in your houses, it was just everywhere. There were thousands and thousands of frogs in your home, in your food. They were making huge messes. They were dying everywhere. It was really, really, really bad. There were locusts, tons of them. They ate all the crops. Everyone in Egypt was hungry, so hungry. He turned an entire river to blood. He made the light outside so dark, no one could see. And there's more. In total, there were 10 plagues that came across Egypt. And every single time, Moses and I would go to Pharaoh and tell him to let God's people free. And every time, he said no, he will not. And so another plague would come. But God will not be told no. And you will see that he will have his way.